Okay, guys, thank you again. Remember that we did say that we're gonna do the preparation for the final exams, which is we are doing it's a revision. So what I'm going to say is that whatever that I am doing on these sessions, guys, remember that they do not deviate you from what you have been taught. It's either you see the method that I am using. If you see that they are best for you, you can apply them, but also remember, still apply your lectures method as well. So okay guys, now upon this revision, remember, like I've said, what we will be doing here, it doesn't deviate from what you've been taught. The question paper that we'll be dealing with, it's CPN4 November 2023, which is it's the last year question paper that was wrote. So we'll be dealing with these instructions with this question. It's a word processing, section B. So it's this question, section B, word processing, yeah, statistics. So the instruction it will give us, it would say that it's a mark allocation, it's a 50 marks. It would say to us that it's a browser, retrieve the file, to save the STB on your computer folder, save the question as question 6, as a footer, key in your examination number left and question right uppercase. Edit the document as indicated according to the instructions below. All margins must be 2,54 centimeter or inch. Remember that, guys. I will keep saying this. If your computer uses centimeters, that means your both margins, left, right, top or bottom, they must be on 2,54. But if your computer use inches, they must be 1 inches. You do not change the margins of 1 inch to 2,54. It's totally gonna be wrong, because here they are only showing you that 2,54 centimeter ilekana le 1 inch. 1 inch ilekana le 2,54 centimeter. So you need to be aware ka ntho tse ka reng tse. Therefore, ba re wena o change the font of the entire document to Comic Sans MS, including header or footer, page numbers, then tables. Change the size after date to 8 pt. All right. Now, therefore, the other instruction, it says to you that insert page number top right of the page using Asian bar. Insert line spacing as indicated. Find and replace the words tuberculosis with tuberculosis. Right? Remember the one that it starts with the uppercase T. You need to replace it with the one with the small cases, with tuberculosis, and replace it with the one with the upper cases. Sorry, we replace it with the one with the upper cases in bold and double line. So that means you will replace the one that with uppercase and the small, and you replace it with the one with the upper cases as well. Those one with smalls, you replace it with upper cases. Therefore, you're gonna apply a line numbering as indicated. You insert the image tuberculosis from your computer and for folder, then continue editing the document. Use the default font the document unless instructed. After editing, you will print out. So now let's go to the instructions. We are heading to that instructions. So we need to retrieve that folder TB. It's this one. You will be retrieving it. Sorry. Yeah. Then remember that you can still use the methods that you know how to insert your header using it. Either insert, then you come to header, and then you choose this option. Then you remember that they've said footer. Remember it's a footer, so remember that you punch footer. Even if you can just come here, then you scroll there, then you type your examination number on your footer, then you use tab, therefore it's question 6. Then you close. The instructions was that you need to insert what is it again? You need to insert what is it, that page number. Yeah, I'm just drawing something, so the way I'm removing that is because it doesn't give me to the way I want it. You will put your examination number, this one you erase, then it's your question idea. Then the instruction it says that insert page number in top idea, right? So you're gonna come to insert as well idea, page number top, then they've said to you right, but using an Asian binder. You select it, and then you come to home, the paragraph launchers. It's either you select this or you can press Control AR. Then you close. Then they did say to you that use comics sensor the entire document. So what we do is Control A, then we come here, then we search Comic Sense. Then remember that as well as your header and footer, they're gonna be changed here. You will come there as well, then change it to Comic Sans. So you need to be aware of the font that they've said to you. They've said to you that after the date that you can change to 8pt, change the size of the text to 8pt after the date. So we'll be going, so that means after date, this is the date, the entire text must be on 8pt. So now we decrease to 8. So upon doing so, we still have to check some other instructions now if we did very well. So for that, so we change it. Then they've said to us that we need to find tuberculosis, right? We need to find this tuberculosis. So we can come to find, and then we can check. We did do it to tuberculosis, but mine it's on upper cases, so I need to change it. So we have how many tuberculosis here? Then therefore what you do is that you come here, replace with, but before you can replace, let's remember the instructions. It says that it must be bold, uppercase, and double line again. So we are heading there. You're gonna come to more, format, font, then they've said bold, then uppercase again, then we've got underline, double underline again. So we select the second one with double underline, then we press OK. Then now we type it. So you see, even here it's going to tell you that the font will be bold, double line, uppercase. Then you can do replace all. So I'm quite surprised now why it does that. But let me just do it like this and see. So normally it's supposed to do so, it's supposed to replace it, but I need to check something because they might be. Okay, now guys, while we're still trying to figure out that one, remember that you can just do this tuberculosis. Then what you do is advanced finder, then replace it. Therefore come on also type uppercase here. Then before you do the replacement, after typing here, then you can come to format, then or font, then or bold, wait a double line, caps, all caps, then you do replace all. Now once you do replace all, it's telling you that how many of them, 6. Then now you do yes, then you did replacement of 6 of them, then you cancel, you check the other instructions, apply line numbering as indicated, then insert an image of tuberculosis. We deal with that one when we came to that instructions. Therefore remember that instructions, there was instruction that says that after the date, change the size to 8 pt. So our date supposed to be still at 12 finger. Then we did change this document to 8 here. Now we are opening the spreadsheet. We are going to open the document. We've started with this one, the bold one. They've said to you change the heading to 16 pt, uppercase, italic, and center. Now you highlight it, you put it to center. They've said how many, 16 pt. Then you do the uppercase, you select the uppercase. They've said also italic and center, right? So we did italic and center. We're gonna do it. We did up 16 pt. Then we're supposed to do italic and center. We also did it. Now what you do is italic. Moving to the other instructions, they've said to you that Tuesday, June 2021, 15, right align the date, change to 10 pt and apply a reflected text effect. Now what you do, you take this one, you put it to right align. You can use this right align, or you can use Control R, then it will come to them. Then remember they've said to you that it must be, remember this instruction guys, this instruction, this one is for that one, Then this one will be here, change it to 10 pt. Then that means you will deal with this one, 10 pt, apply text effect. Therefore, once you've put it here, you decrease it to 10. Then once you are done, you're gonna, the text effect is this a, the one that with color. Then you select it, and then we need reflector here. The reflect of the instruction, you need to understand on which one. They've said to you any reflect text effect, any reflection. Remember, you selected the arrow, then you come to reflection, then you can check to you, it's up to you any. They didn't describe which one. You can see. So once you see, you can see that there's a reflection in it. So while we're still on that document, now they've said to you that change the document, change the text after the date to 3 columns with a line between. That means cursor house supposed to be here when you're gonna change those documents. And this one, the results, and yeah, the results further, those are the one that we need to change the effects to change it to columns. So this is what we do now. We're gonna do the change into 3 columns. So but first we need to insert page break between those. We need to insert those page break, but before we can insert page break, we need to divide this. The results is shown. Now we need to find that one first. Let's check the other instructions. So it's this after the date here. So we do that. So there's this instruction first there. Apply line numbering to this paragraph. So let's apply line number. We're also gonna apply this numbering of the paragraph, but first let's try to break these columns first. Let's try to make them to 3 columns. The results shown. Now we need to open this. We need to check the results shown. Then we punch enter to separate them. And the other one supposed to start with according open code. Now we did them. We did our 3 columns. Now what we do, we're gonna highlight. So you highlight. Remember now you can still use Control A, but before you do Control A, you need to check that if your page, the instructions, there's no way it says that column break, the page break first. So we don't have that. So then now we are done with that one. Now we're gonna do this. We're gonna make it up to 3 columns there. Remember that you go to page layout or layout, then columns. You do no longer come here, but you're gonna choose more columns because the instructions, it says that they must be line between here. Then you press OK. Now this is how you have it. Then your columns must be on parallel. Don't do that one. It's either you can, but we just need to do something. Remember, they've said to us we need to do page break. So you're gonna check. I'm gonna show you like how we do page break. First we need to follow all the instructions here. So let me reduce it back to normal. Let's put it back to normal. Let's do page break here. I just want to check something. We do column breaks, but you see now column breaks, it's giving you how many. It's gonna give you multiples of page, even if you can do column breaks. So it's giving you multiples of page. So the methods that I was showing you, it was still the best one. You separate them first, then upon separating them, then you highlight. So you need to understand why sometimes I'm doing things and doing two things at the same time, because I want you to be aware of something, like when you get confused, so that you can know that, okay, if I've made this mistake, this is what I need to do. Therefore, remember, it's those three parallel lines. Okay guys, there's this another methods without separating them. There's this way. Remember that there's way instruction, it says to you that you need to do the column breaks, and yeah, there's way instruction where it says you need to do insert a column break according, and yeah, then insert a column break to the result shown. So this is what we do. We will highlight. Upon highlighting, remember it's three columns, more columns. We select three columns, then you press OK, then they will be like this. But you don't have to stress yourself or confuse yourself. Just be patient, calm down. You need to check the results shown. Then you put your cursor there as instructed, or we write a column breaker number. Then we do this. Now column 1 and column 2, they are parallel equal, but we still do have to put our cursor next to according there. Then we also gonna do column break. Now every column, it has its own parallels. That means everything is parallel and it's equal. Now there's still that catch. Remember that this paragraph of hello statistics African between the report and the mortality. We need to apply line numbering again. Now we need to check. So it's from here, like here. Let's check it again. It's from Africa, South Africa, but ours is supposed to be the report entitled until the mortality. We're gonna highlight it. Where is that mortality? The report until this mortality. Then we're gonna go to line numbering. Then we're gonna start with the line numbering, and then do the numbering, add, then press OK. You don't have to worry yourself about many of this. Yeah, yours is to highlight, then you suppress, and then you highlight, and then you come to numbering, then you suppress again. Therefore, you're also gonna highlight here, then suppress. But now I did something here. I did highlight this, so I'm gonna have to recorrect that one. So okay guys, so that means you did your numbering. Let me remove this. So moving to the other instructions as well. there is another instructions that says to you that cancel the columns from this point and insert the table. That means borrow from this point. So we're gonna check according to the mails. It's 7.8 diagram. So we're gonna have to put our columns there somewhere. So while is that, guys, we are done with that. So the instruction in it there we column table. So the table is here. This is the table that we need to insert, right? So what we're gonna do, insert a row, 5 rows and 2 columns here. So we're gonna put our cursor at the bottom here. So if you put your cursor here, then you see, then it's increasing that, but I'm going to show you how you can decrease it. So upon that, and upon that, what you do is to click here at the bottom. So I'm trying to something here. There's something that I wanna do. Okay, let me check this one. Okay, insert the table line here, then move it. So this is what we're gonna do. If this cursor doesn't give me to this point where I want to, so what you do is that you will select the insert table. Remember that it's 5 rows, 2 columns. Then once you are here, then you move this table to here. You move the table to here, then you are done. Then yours is to adjust your table, guys. You're gonna adjust your table so that every information can be fit well. Then they've said to you it's here, then number of cases. Then this side we type here, then it's gonna be number of cases. Then here, remember it's starting from 2000. We've got 2000, 2005, 2010, 2015, right? Then number 2,275,000, yeah. Then we have 275,000. And for the second one, it's gonna be 450,000. The third is gonna be 5, and the last is gonna be 4. 500,000, then 400. Then it's gonna be 400,000. So, but we are not done yet. The instruction it says that insert the table and bold the upper cases. And yeah, we're gonna bold the case, the table. Then they've said that it must be italic. Yeah. Size the column into 60 centimeter or 2,34. size of column 1 like then this is what we're gonna do. So this is what we're gonna do. They've said remember the size of the table like put your cursor there. So you're gonna put your cursor so that you can adjust. Remember they've said this must be italic, right alignment, then all the headings must be center. Then we're gonna do the shading part, left align here and number right align. Apply a gray shading on the first column. Column number 1, they've said that it must be 4 centimeter or 1,54 centimeter. So this is how your size must be. And then we're gonna highlight this submission. Alright, we highlighted a column with gray shade. Gray shade, you come using this filler shading part. You e ka reng pente eo ke yona shader part ya hao eo. Almost forgot this one. Then you did your shading part. So now we need to insert. So now we're gonna insert page here. They've said to us we need to insert the picture page. So let's check where they've said to us we need to insert. Then insert image tuberculosis. So wrap the picture in front to front here. Change the size to 5 centimeter or 1,6 height. Both width and position of the image must be on the right aligned and in line with the table. So that means our picture must be in line with the table. So now what do? So we're gonna insert a picture, this device. Okay, just need to check where this folder is. So it's on documents. Okay. So we're gonna insert it. This is the picture. Then insert your picture. Then it's gonna be like this now. Then yours is to move it. Remember that you need to resize the picture. Okay, so remember that something that you're supposed to have done, bring the picture to front and so that I can be able to navigate it easy. Okay. That your picture must be in line with must be 5 centimeter. That means that's how your picture is supposed to be according to the instruction. So as long as your picture is in line here, guys, your picture is supposed to be in line with this. So just to use it and put the table on the alignment correctly. Then both picture and image there and the table they are aligned. So I believe that's how you will be getting that question right, guys. That's how the page of your question paper must be. So thank you again for tuning this session. So hope we'll do Excel shortly. Let's all just take a bit of a break. Then before that, remember that, guys, when you print, remember you come to file, therefore you will select print. You need to be aware of one thing, guys. You need to be aware, you check here is printer, print all pages, then in print one side. You need to check, like, if sometimes your printer is on both sides, you come to this one under the pages, you come to this side, then you select one-sided, then you can print, then you will have only one page. So thank you again for tuning for the session. We'll do Excel again shortly. That's all.